Welcome back, everybody, to the Westlake Hornets Teambuilder Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14. As today, the Hornets head out to South Bend, Indiana, here in this one, as they are set to take on the 3-4 Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Last week, Westlake took their very first loss of the season at home to the UCLA Bruins by the final score of 34-20. This was Westlake's first home loss since Champ Britton was the starting quarterback of Westlake. Obviously, we are now in Season 13. Westlake's last home loss was very early in Season 6. This was the season that Westlake made the national championship for the first time and obviously choked against Penn State. So, nearly 7 seasons later, the Hornets finally lose at home. They have dropped to number 7 in the nation, and for what it's worth, UCLA, despite having 2 losses, is now number 6. Notre Dame is having a pretty poor season for their standards, currently 3-4, led by redshirt junior quarterback Norden Michelik. You may recognize this name. Michelik walked on to Westlake after his redshirt freshman season. He transferred to Notre Dame, where he has been the starting quarterback the past 2 seasons. Michelik started 1 year at Burmester High after Westlake's quarterback, Stephen Westwood, graduated from Burmester High School. Welcome, everybody, to Notre Dame Stadium here for a non-conference showdown as the number 7-1 Westlake Hornets take on the 3-4 Notre Dame Fighting Irish. The Hornets will choose to defer here in this one. The Fighting Irish will start with the football. Here is Norden Michelik, the former Westlake Hornet, on second down. Nice throw over to Spence as he gets probably an extra 10 yards with Paul King on top of him. Very early into this game, Paul King would actually be benched. Bob Adams will take his place as the slot corner, and King will now be the corner number 4. He's had a very rough season. There's Marcus Matthews losing 2, courteous of the safety Jacques Vallone. 3rd and 6 now here for Notre Dame. Michelik will fake the handoff, going to look to throw it. He gets it to Lee, who gets past Paul King, who's had a very rough season, for the first down. I think after that play, that's when the substitution for Bob Adams was made. Nice pass here for Kyle Harrison for a gain of 17. Michelik and the Fighting Irish are moving down the field very nicely. 3rd and 6 now from the 7. He's going to hand it off for Moss, who does not get the first. Bob Moss, the true freshman, is wrapped up by the linebacker David Harris for a gain of 4. 4th and 2 from the 3. Notre Dame's going to go for it. They don't have a lot to lose, so they might as well, as Michelik keeps it and does not get it. Losing a yard, it's David Harris who brings him down, and the Westlake offense will enter the field. Senior quarterback Stephen Westwood played fairly well last week in the loss to UCLA. It was mainly the defense that let the team down, as on first down, Isaiah Sparks gets 13. Sparks leads Westlake in carries and somehow has over 10 yards per attempt. I think it's mainly because of all the big plays he's had this season. Sparks is certainly the home run threat, as Westlake will go for the option pitch. These usually don't work, but it does this time. Westwood tosses it for Cassius Troy, who gains 19. Cassius Troy, another graduate of Burmester High. A lot of Burmester High graduates for Westlake, and obviously Norden Michelik for Notre Dame. So it's a little bit of a reunion for Michelik and his former teammates, as Stephen Westwood will rush for a nice first down. Many draft analysts project Westwood to be a first-round pick, probably the second quarterback off the board in this year's draft, behind Ole Miss's Marcus Trotter. 3rd and 8, deep ball for Rogers. It probably should have been intercepted. Rough start for Westwood. He is currently 1 for 5 with 5 yards. 4th and 8 now. Here's a 46-yarder from the redshirt freshman kicker, Zebediah Phoenix II. It is good, and the Hornets will take a 3-0 lead. Good start for Westlake. Notre Dame with it is on 2nd and 3. Michelik keeps it on the option, and he gets the first down. Norden Michelik is more of a pocket passer, but he can make some plays with his legs. 3rd and 4 now for Notre Dame. They are getting close to the red zone, roughly at around the 22-yard line, as Michelik will most likely throw it on this play, and he does. Pump fakes to the left, gets it to Lee, who is quickly tackled by Ronald Benson for a gain of 0. And that will complete the first quarter. Westlake leads it 3-0. Notre Dame has an interesting fourth down scenario, and they're just going to take the points. A 39-yard kick. They decide to be conservative. The kick is going to go right down Main Street, and the Fighting Irish will tie it up at 3 apiece to open up the second quarter. Westlake's offense has it back. They got a field goal on their last drive, but still a lot left to be desired. Westwood on third down, going to scramble, and he tries to get it for his tight end, Reggie Herman, and it is incomplete, so that'll force a Hornet punt, the first punt of the day from either team, and we might have ourselves a defensive battle here. Fairly low scoring so far as Michelik loses 2. Bob Adams, who has come in to play slot corner today with the tackle. I bet Paul King would not have made that tackle. 3rd and 12 now for the Fighting Irish. A little bit under 5 minutes to go in the quarter as Matthews trying to keep the play alive, and he loses 3. A little bit surprised why Notre Dame ran it on that play, but okay. Delvin Hines with the tackle, and now the Hornets have it back. This is their time to finally get something going on offense. Westwood on 2nd and 1. Deep ball for Tegan Moon, who fumbles it at around the 10, and it's picked up by Notre Dame. A huge turnover for the Fighting Irish. That was Miller who picked it up. It looked like a huge gain for Tegan Moon, but then he lost the football. It bounced for a second, and then Notre Dame recovers it. But as you can see there, it kind of looked like he was down before the ball was out. So we're going to take a quick look at the instant replay. And right here, the knee is down and Moon still has possession. The play would be reversed. A massive break for Westlake. And now it is 1st and goal as they try to punch it in and score the first touchdown for either team today. Westwood scrambling to his right. He's going to get it to Cassius Troy for the score. And Westlake will regain the lead as it is now 10-3 in favor of the Hornets. A huge score for Troy, his 4th of the season. Notre Dame now with it. 3rd and 10. A stop here would be huge for Westlake as Greer with the reception, and he only gets 9. Ronald Benson and David Harris with the play. Both of them have been playing quite well today for the Hornets. Now the offense has it back as they try to extend their lead. First down, it's a handoff for Sparks, who is bullying the defenders, getting 16. A powerful run by Isaiah Sparks. Couple plays later, 2nd and 10. Back to Sparks. He cuts to the outside in this one. And another solid run for Isaiah Sparks as he gets 15. 4 carries, 46 yards. Yes, that is over 10 yards per carry. Isaiah Sparks continuing to do his thing. First down now, Westwood going to scramble, and he keeps it himself. Rushing out of bounds at around the 16-yard line for a gain of 16. And Westlake is now half the distance to the end zone. First down. Westwood going to look to throw it. He gets it to his younger brother, Carter Westwood, for a gain of 13. And Westlake is inching closer and closer. Under 20 seconds to go in the half. 1st and goal. Carter Westwood with the touchdown on the slant pattern. And with under 20 to go, Westlake will extend their lead as it is now 17-3. The Irish don't really have much of an opportunity here. I would expect them to probably just try to chew clock as Marcus Matthews with a nice gain, and he fumbles it. And it's picked up by Jock Valone. And who knows, Westlake might have another chance to score with under 10 seconds to go. Who was that with the force? It looks like it was Bob Adams who made the play, and it looks like Westlake is going to try to take a deep shot. Westwood on first down gets it to Cassius Troy, who was tackled at the 10. 4 seconds to go. The Hornets are going to play it safe. Here is a 27-yarder for Zebediah Phoenix. It is barely good. Westlake outscores Notre Dame 17-0 in the final 3 minutes here of the first half, and they outscore them 10-0 in the final 14 seconds of the first half as Matthews ends it with a gain of 5. And Westlake with a big second quarter. They lead this one by the score of 20-3. Hornets do start the third quarter on offense. 3rd and inches. Handoff for Isaiah Sparks, and he gets pummeled to the ground. Joe Hunt brings him down. Joe who? Joe Mama? 4th and 1, Westlake will elect to go for it, interestingly enough, as Westwood hands it off for John Cummings. Cummings will get the first down. That is his first carry of the day. Seems like Cummings has really gotten a lot less touches recently, which is kind of interesting. 2nd and 2 now, deep ball for Cassius Troy. That's a touchdown, and Westlake will extend their lead. Westwood's 3rd passing score of the day. Cassius Troy's 2nd receiving touchdown of the afternoon. And all of a sudden, it is now 27-3. 2nd and 1, big play for Jonathan Lee. He gets 21 before being hit hard by Bob Adams. 3rd and 5 now for Notre Dame. Norton Michelik will go for the read option. Wilson can't bring him down. He then tosses it for Jonathan Lee, who loses 2. Wrapped up by the sophomore, Tristan Moon. And that would force a Notre Dame punt. Westlake has it back as they continue to try to add to this blowout. 3rd and 1, Westwood going to try to get it to Irving Porter, and he is going to be laid out. That would force a Hornet punt, and Notre Dame would get it back late here in the 3rd. 27-3, still your scores. Norton Michelik hands it off for Marcus Matthews, and he loses 2. David Harris, who's probably had his best game of the season, with the play. 3rd and 9 now for Notre Dame. They got to get a conversion here, try to get some momentum back in this football game, even if it's just trying to make the score look closer. Michelik on the out route, and it's caught by Steve Benson. Anthony Mitchell tried to go for the interception rather than just playing it safe, and it ends up biting him in the butt. 2nd and 10 now for the Irish. About a minute to go in the quarter, as here is Jonathan Lee. On the out route, he gets it to the 20 before being tackled by Blanchard and company, as he lets go to the following play. Notre Dame now in the red zone. Norton Michelik will go for the read option, and he is going to be tripped up. Delvin Hines, this senior, brings him down, his 2nd tackle for loss today, which, considering Delvin Hines does not have any sacks yet, I would consider this a rather quiet day for his standards. 3rd and 13 now for Notre Dame. Michelik under pressure. There's Delvin Hines with the sack. I spoke it into existence. That'll lead to a 4th and 20. And Notre Dame decides to say, screw it. We might as well go for it at this point, down by 24. Michelik gonna look to throw it. Deep ball for the end zone, and it's broken up by Anthony Mitchell. Big tuna, Richard Rivers Jr. with the pressure. And it looks like Keith Fleming is now into the game at quarterback. Westlake believes that their lead is comfortable enough to take Stephen Westwood out. And it looks like, unless this game gets close, it'll be Keith Fleming and Marsucio Alteron in at quarterback the rest of the way. Nice run of 13 by Fleming, as that'll do it through the 3rd quarter. Westlake leads it 27-3. First play of the 4th quarter, Fleming, a deep ball for Cassius Troy. What a throw by the redshirt freshman Keith Fleming. A 57-yard touchdown for Cassius Troy, and Westlake will extend their lead. A beautiful route for Troy, who now has the hat trick. His 3rd touchdown in this one. A dart by Keith Fleming, and Westlake now has 31 unanswered. It's 34-3. 3rd and 7 for Notre Dame. Michelik is incomplete. Ronald Benson with the hit, and the offense has it back. The other redshirt freshman, Marsucio Alteron, is now into the game. 2nd down, Alteron gets it to Reggie Herman. Herman down the field. He's eventually going to be brought down at around the 20. A gain of 49 for him. So the 2 backup quarterbacks each only have 1 completion. Fleming's is for 57, and Alteron's for 49. Following play, Marsucio Alteron on 1st down under pressure. He gets it to Cassius Troy, who is pummeled, but he gets 12. 5 catches, 132 yards, and 3 touchdowns today for Cassius Troy. What a performance from him. 1st and goal now. Alteron going to try to show off his wheels, and he will get in for the rushing touchdown. His 1st career rushing score, and Westlake is now up 41-3, as both backup quarterbacks have looked excellent so far in the limited playing time they've gotten. Fighting Irish with it back. 2nd and 8. Marcus Matthews with a good first down. Notre Dame now only down by 38, as they are pretty much just trying to play for pride. You can clearly tell Westlake is mad coming off their loss against the Bruins. First down, there's Jonathan Lee, arguably the only lone bright spot today for Notre Dame. Well, to be fair, I will say Norton Michelik has played solid. He hasn't been great, but, I mean, based on his performance, you'd expect this game to be a lot closer. First down now, Michelik for Benson, who is tackled at the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 22 by Steve Benson. Michelik with over 360 passing yards today. That's quite wild. First and goal, the true freshman Bob Moss will score, and the 38 unanswered will come to an end for Westlake, as it is now 41-10 Notre Dame. Their offense would quickly get it back. Notre Dame actually recovered an onside kick just now, but the file didn't save, so that's an oof. 2nd and 10, Benson with a gain of 20, and now Notre Dame is going to try to make it 41-17 perhaps. 2nd and goal. Michelik fakes the handoff for Matthews, going to look for the end zone, and it's caught by Steve Benson, who runs out at the 1. An excellent throw by Michelik. First and goal now. He's going to get the rushing touchdown. Delvin Hines misplayed the tackle. Notre Dame now with 14 unanswered, and they are now only down by 24. Hey, technically, it's a 3-score game. Another onside kick. It will be recovered by the backup tight end, Paul Richard. And Westlake's offense has it back, which means we will get another opportunity to see these backup quarterbacks. Keith Fleming is back into the game for Westlake. First down, Fleming going to scramble to his right. On the run, what a throw for Cassius Troy, a 37-yard touchdown. Keith Fleming has thrown 2 passes, both of which are ridiculously long touchdowns for Troy. So Cassius Troy now has 4 receiving touchdowns today. He has 7 on the season, but he has only scored in 2 of the 8 games Westlake has played. He scored 3 touchdowns against USC and now has 4 here against Notre Dame. What a performance for Cassius Troy. The Irish have it back as Marcus Matthews with a gain of 37 before being tackled by guess who? Paul King. I'm surprised he didn't miss the tackle. 4th and 7 now. The Irish know they have to go for it as it's a screen for Moss, and he is immediately tackled by David Harris, and Westlake would get it back. Keith Fleming is still in the game as Fleming on 2nd and 6. Under pressure! What a throw by Keith Fleming. His first pass of the day that does not go for a touchdown, but it is a gain of 36 for Reggie Herman, and this offense is continuing to move it. First down now. Fleming going to try to run for the score. His 3rd touchdown of the day. Keith Fleming has 3 all-purpose touchdowns in the 3 drives he's played, yet Stephen Westwood has only 3 touchdowns in the 3 quarters he's played. Stephen Westwood's starting job is not in jeopardy, but Keith Fleming and Marsucio Alteron both outplayed him today in their limited opportunities. First down, there's Mike Wilson with the sack. Wilson's been fairly quiet today for what it's worth, as the clock would eventually hit triple zeros, and that'll do it. 55-17, a dominant victory for Westlake. They were mad going into this game, and they took their anger out on Notre Dame. I want to take a look at the stats for the quarterbacks today. So Stephen Westwood went 10 for 20, 139 yards and 3 touchdowns in pretty much 3 quarters of ball. Not great, but not bad. Keith Fleming, 3 for 3, 130 yards and 2 touchdowns. His passer rating was 684. That is unheard of. Marsucio Alteron as well played very well. So both quarterbacks had rushing touchdowns today. 4 all-purpose touchdowns by the 2 backup quarterbacks today, which is flat out wild. Cassius Troy as well with a dominant game. A huge victory for Westlake as they get back on the win column. Hope everybody enjoyed. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.